What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the next episode of
The,
Respekt, my gamer.
the next episode.
The next episode.
Meaning he don't know what episode number it is.
Well, it's five.
Hey,
It's
the world. Hey, the world ain't gotta know what number it is.
Well, I'm just saying to the next. We don't know when people are gonna drop in on this episode.
They all gonna be the next.
They know stuff happened now. They go check out the other stuff now. There you go.
Everyone is the next episode.
Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. Shout them out. Yeah. Anyway, who are you?
Well, mine.
Yeah, who are you?
I be Papa Comedic 7.
Comedic 7. What's going on? I'm Elements MC.
And I am Candace 007, also known as Gotti to people who have known me long enough. You know, trying to retire the name.
Yeah.
You won't let me.
Nope. You did it to yourself.
No, I did.
You did it.
No, it's a gentleman by the name of Kenneth who gave me that name. Also known as Drexel Red. Shout out to Drexel Red.
We're gonna shout him out every episode because you refuse to accept the name. So you're going to shout him out every episode.
I'm gonna shout him out every episode. Dude.
I will. Hey, we start taking off on this thing, start making some money. You give him your your cut.
Shout outs don't get you no cut.
No, I mean,
unless it's a brand deal.
At this point, you got to cut Drex some of that.
Look, all I'm saying is, unless it's a brand deal, don't nobody get no cut. You know, it's this little thing called Hello Fresh. Holla at us. I could be cooking. I'd be chefing up. Holla at us.
Do you now? Mm.
Holla at your boy. Made some tostadas today.
Anyway, how was y'all weeks, my brother?
You want to actually know?
I
don't think you want to actually know how my week was.
Well, inquiring minds at this point. Now
we was bad. That's all I'm saying. We was bad. People that know me know why. This was a rough week. Just looking forward to this episode so I can not talk about this week. And just talk to y'all.
Okay. I feel you. Well, my week was decent. It was decent. You know, so I'm here. I'm alive. I'm here, so I can't complain too much. I ain't gonna complain too much, so even though I want to. So
I want to, but ain't nobody gonna listen, so ain't no point.
Somebody listen. Somebody will listen. I go to therapy twice every 2 weeks, sir. You know what I'm saying? Somebody listens to you. You know? I ain't ashamed to say that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I need to go back.
Mental health is health, you know?
That's facts, so.
Right. So and then gaming is a form of therapy too. So hence the reason why we're here. You know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely went online, killed a couple people this weekend.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Might do it again tonight.
Probably.
How tired I am.
Probably. Gotta do it. Graf, how was your week, bro?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I'm so sorry for everybody that's watching and listening.
Man.
We just want to bring you down, but
all that is you can add on to what happens in this episode.
Well, hey, check this out. If y'all tired of y'all had a rough week here, how about we? You know what I'm saying? We go to a different world for a minute. So I saw this post that said, you know, your birth month basically determines the world that you are transported to. So you got Sonic the Hedgehog for January. If you were born in January, February you have to go to the Doom world. Okay, March, The Sims. April, Star Wars. May, Grand Theft Auto. Oh, that should be fun. Super Mario's in June. Silent Hill in July. Pokemon in August. Final Fantasy, which one? September.
See, that's it.
Yeah, The Legend of Zelda, October. Man, Oregon Trail, November. That's bogus.
Wow.
And Mortal Kombat, December.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, more on that later. In a minute. But that's interesting. Like, so based on these options, Candace, where you going?
Oh, well, October was Legend of Zelda, so I'm just gonna go over the high road, get me a Master Sword, get none of the credit for the title of the game that I do all the work in, like Link, because Zelda don't save nothing. It should be Legend of Link.
Right.
Legend of Zelda, what's the legend? She get captured? Most legendary captured person I never seen.
Rescue her. So that means she goes back.
And one time, she is also out and being rescued at the same time, masquerading as somebody else. So you got out and went back.
Right.
Man, her and Princess Toadstool got a lot in common, don't they?
Hey.
Well, at least Zelda likes the person that's coming to find her.
You know what? Yeah, that's true.
At least he ain't a stalker. He probably just tired. Like, woman, why do you keep going back? I did this already. It's been 20 games. Why do I have to keep doing it? We don't even made Hyrule Warrior so other people can fight.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I really didn't play a whole lot of Zelda. I mean, the gold cartridge was classic. So, of course, I remember that one. But, man, I'm born in August, so I'm going to the world of Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all, huh?
I guess so.
So, question for you: What starter Pokemon would you pick? You gonna pick the Squirtle, the Bulbasaur, or you picking the Charmander? Yeah, Charmander.
I don't know anything about Pokemon.
Listen. One breathes fire, one spits water, and the other one got little vine whippy things. And it can shoot leaves like ninja stars.
Eventually.
Okay, that makes it much easier to choose. Okay.
I mean, either way it go, you pick an animal that only speaks its own name to talk and expects you to understand it.
I guess
the question is, what name will annoy you the least?
Okay, what's the name again? What's the name?
So you got Squirtle. So when he talks, he literally says Squirtle, squirt.
Not Squirtle at all. Not doing Squirtle.
You got Bulbasaur, who just said Bulba.
Hold on to that one. Okay, what's the last one?
And Charmander that says Charmander Char.
You can skip him. He go with a Squirtle. So I'll go with the Bulbasaur. Yeah, I'll do that one. That sounds decent. I can operate with that one.
I mean, hey, when you evolve him all the way, he gets solar ray. This was just basically a laser. It's basically a laser cannon on his back.
Wow. So I'm just gonna be walking around,
essentially with a lizard with a flower on his back.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk around encountering wild Pokemon with a Pokeball.
Yeah, you gotta catch them all.
Okay. I mean, I've delivered for Grubhub before and did Uber. Sounds like that. It sounds similar, so I guess I can transition.
Basically, you're gonna play Pokemon Go for the rest of your life. In real life Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I'm getting to it though.
So, Comedic 7, what world you gonna be in?
Huh?
Like I don't already know. Did you hear the huh? I'm gonna say it for him, so you hear the huh. So his birthday was his birthday in March.
Yeah, and I'm not going to
Sims.
give him a choice for March.
It's the Sims.
Oh,
So
you
it's,
Like the game.
essentially, he has to play a simulated reality game, which means you just doing what you already do
yeah, yeah.
again.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
At least you didn't get Oregon Trail.
That's true though.
You know how it turns out. I mean, the thing with The Sims is, are you the character or are you the creator?
Now, I think you got to be the character.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I feel like that's the more annoying thing, so I want him to have that.
Oh.
I don't want him to be playing virtual God, moving stuff around. I want him to be the person getting moved around.
Right. Well, in that case, I'm sorry, bro, but
That's honestly where I went mentally anyway, because every other thing had a character already.
yeah.
So, like, who did you have to be in The Sims? I guess the character you made.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's
It's
a tough, it's a tough world, bro. It's a cold world, man.
Cool.
I just thought that'd be interesting.
Bill was on the game.
Right. Man, I would have liked to have been I don't know if I would like to be in GTA though. Or in Oregon Trail. Or Mortal Kombat.
Look, I'll be honest. Put me in the world of Dragon Ball Z.
That wasn't a selection, sir.
Yeah.
Stop making your own rules.
It's always my choice.
Hey, I'll take Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I got most of the weapons already.
Sorry. I don't want to live in the world where the only guy fighting to protect y'all constantly make terrible choices.
Hey.
I don't live in that world.
How dare you state the truth while I'm making the point? Be ashamed of yourself.
No, you want to go to the outer world and all that stuff. You want to do that.
But here's the thing. Here's the really messed up part about it. I'll be Scorpion. I'm okay with being a rage demon. As long as I get my vengeance.
Well,
Vengeful spirit that gets his vengeance, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
As long as he gets the vengeance.
I can see that. And speaking of Mortal Kombat, the reboot officially came out, and I saw it. Did you all see it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, I was just excited because not a lot of times, the connection between video games and movies isn't always,
Good. It's bad.
Yeah. I don't know what goes on. I don't know what happens. And I get it that video games often have their own storyline and their own world in its own, but throughout history, there's not a lot of video games that came out of the movies that can be considered like, man, I'm gonna just sit down and watch this. So, but I have to say, I was I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was decent.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Just off the fact that the actors that they picked for it were actual martial artists and have like extensive backgrounds and on-screen fighting for the most part. I think only the actor that plays Jax doesn't have a real martial arts background, but it's like for Jax, it's like he was a military dude. Long as you can box, you're all good.
Yeah.
Plus, he's used to playing fictional characters because he was Guardian on Supergirl.
Yeah.
There was him.
Yeah, that was him.
That's why he looked familiar.
Yeah.
Or if you really want to go back, he was Eggs on True Blood. So he
Right.
used to dealing with supernatural creatures in his acting career.
I could put him in that role.
Yep.
He
Yeah, it
was
was cool. It was
he was
cool.
he was much better than Saber from American Gladiators in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Hey, we're not.
Much better than Saber.
Hey,
Better than Mortal Kombat Annihilation. So
yeah. Look, let's not speak of Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Okay. It was a bad movie.
yeah.
Let's not speak of it. It was a bad movie. Okay.
Right.
But how do you feel like this movie? Do you feel like this is better than the original?
You know what? Different things like story structure wise. I like this one a little bit better. They got to the reasons and stuff for fighting quicker. However, I do like some of the other stuff from the other ones better. And things and like the fights felt more important and stuff on the older one.
Phone going off, brother.
I was like, am I the only person hearing this? I thought I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Like they don't know how to, shut up.
I was
Go
like, it
away.
finally happened.
You gotta put
happened. I
you
went
gotta
crazy.
put on do not disturb.
Now this happened.
You got to put on do not disturb.
Ooh, for a minute there, I thought I finally lost my mind. I was like, because Jabari didn't react. I was like, so I'm the person to hear this. Okay. I'm crazy now.
You thought that was in your head.
It finally happened.
You thought it was coming for you.
It finally happened.
That's what it sounds like.
So either the crazy 88s is coming or the purge was starting.
Right. Oh,
Because I got the joint silent over here and all of that, the do not disturb and stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently that's a lie.
Yeah. As you were saying.
Yes. Basically, I like some of the older stuff, like a little bit better. It was like it felt more like Mortal Kombat is always everything centers around this tournament. As such, in the first movie, you felt that tournament style of combat.
Right.
In this one, it's just fight, frantic fight. Get me wrong, the fight scenes are actually pretty good. Not saying that they're not.
Right.
It's just you felt like the game happened in that first movie.
Yeah, this one. But see, I like this one because it felt more like this was okay. I understand all the tournament stuff. We jumping now. It full on gave you the Shang Tsung. Don't care about your rules. We jumping them. So I liked it gave you more of a urgency. It's like we waiting around to fight these matches in this tournament. It still made it feel like, okay, is this really deciding the fate of the world? Now, when somebody roll up on you and try to murk you and you don't even know what's going on. Oh, you got a tattoo. Murked.
Yeah.
I mean, just in case we didn't say it beforehand, spoiler alert.
Look, we gave y'all time before we talked about this.
Spoiler alert.
Wow. Yeah, I like this one. I do like the storyline better for the original. But even though I understand, I had to look at this one from a different lens than I did the original, because the original came out at the height of the Mortal Kombat fandom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it was already like a big thing. So to go in the movie theater and watch that, it was like perfect timing. Whereas, since then we've had I don't know, about 10, 12, 13 video games and all different types of adjustments to the storyline. So
You had the animated series that was on
yeah,
USA back in the day.
yeah,
The live action series that they did.
yeah,
I talked about that before the thing on USA.
Yeah, you had the fan made joints like or like the series that Michael Jai White did, which actually
Talk about
I
that.
feel like was part of them getting to where we are now with this movie coming out. It brought the focus back on it.
yeah. So you get to a point now where I think the people that, cause there's a lot of debate going on. Like some people love the movie, some people call it trash, and it's like you could tell that they, are looking for different things. Of course, obviously. Um,
I'm gonna be honest. Did y'all really expect Mortal Kombat to bring home an Oscar?
I don't think it was that. I think it's more so some of the acting was a little dry, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this day and age, if you're gonna, there's a certain amount of realism that people are just automatically expecting.
Which is
Because
stupid. Which is stupid for a movie like this. Nothing is real about this movie.
but that's the
Mortal
thing.
Kombat is a fictional world.
But,
Like,
but even that,
I feel like you kind of got to leave some realism at the door.
but that's the thing. It's not the. I don't think it's them looking. I think that's just the way that the world is set up now, where it's like it could be fictional,
They
but it still
gaze
has to
different.
look as
Yeah,
if, what I'm saying?
I
So
agree with you.
it's
I'm
like
just
Star Wars, like when these last Star Wars movies. So it's like it has to look like, okay, I know it's a fictional world, but it still has to like give something that's
But
feeling
you
on.
know
But I'm okay.
what I do like is they use a lot more practical effects. Like Outworld in the movie, that was an actual just location. That wasn't CG, nothing. They just filmed at that was like a mine and rock quarry that they used for that.
Mm,
So that was a practical location that they filmed at for the outside parts for Outworld. It just
yeah.
looked otherworldly already. It was like, yeah, that one.
yeah, yeah.
Feels
And,
like I mean, this movie got a lot of points about it that I do like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I like the focus on spoiler alert the Scorpion and Sub Zero beef.
yeah,
Love that focus. The first 7 minute opening was just spectacular. I loved it. So
yeah,
Sonata was getting his work in.
yeah. Like I said, I also respect the fact that it's uh it's just one of I think this is like one of four movies that Mortal Kombat sequels like this that's gonna come out.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah,
Right.
because Joe, who plays Sub Zero, signed on for 4 from Jump.
Right.
So his contract is for 4 movies from
Yep.
Jump.
Right. And so with that, it comes with introducing new characters, current character development. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I appreciate that. Cause I do feel like Mortal Kombat is a good series that should be
One
expanded on.
one thing I definitely liked, and I'm trying to hold off because it wasn't shown in the film.
Okay.
So for people that don't play Mortal Kombat, I ain't trying to spoil what happened later.
Yeah,
I
spoiler.
like what they kept doing with Sub Zero outfit.
Yep.
Mm.
They
I didn't notice
they
that at first though.
they was prepping. They was prepping for sure. Like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen next time.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even pick up on that. But now that I think about it, like, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
And I like the fact that they had Cabal in the movie.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite characters, and he rarely shows up in any other. I think he was in the animated series, but he hasn't been in any other content that they made for it, other than like the comics and the regular mythology stuff.
He was hinted at supposed to being in the one that Michael Jai White and them did, but
Oh yeah, but they never got to him.
right. So I was actually glad to see him in this though.
Yeah. I think people were expecting in a weird but honest way they were expecting a lot of characters. You know what I'm saying? Like they were probably expecting Johnny Cage. They were probably
But
expecting
see,
a whole lot of different characters and
but here's the thing: since they went a different direction, they introduced a new character,
right.
but tied him to a fan favorite,
Right.
through his bloodline, and then they hinted at Johnny at the end.
Yeah. So unless you know, okay, we got more coming. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna.
Like
So
characters you wouldn't even think about. Like what's her name? That got split by Kung Lao. That was like or something.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
It was like Nitara or something.
Yeah, Natara. Yeah, with the wings. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this movie actually gave you more than you thought. They showed you they were saving some of the main people for the next film and stuff.
Yeah, they didn't just completely throw the original. Let's just recast the original movie and throw those same characters at you. It's like they gotta give you Liu Kang because it's Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Liu Kang gotta be there.
right.
Give us Sonya. Those two of the mainstays. Let's steal from the original movie. Throw Jackson there because it actually made more sense. Him having the cybernetic arms made more sense in this one. This was the best version of him losing the arms to me that I saw. Now, the makeshift joints that he got after that was hilarious.
I was cracking up. I was like, "Damn, what's going on?"
He like. I was like, they petty. Why they do him like that?
They did it. They showed
I knew they was gonna fix it later. I even like them explaining why they had supernatural abilities in this one.
Right with the Arcana.
Yeah, the Arcana was tied to them getting the mark, and then they had to awaken their abilities. And it was usually some kind of stress that, trauma creates powers in most things with powers.
Yeah. That was cool. That was dope. I like that.
So I like the explanation for why they were able to unlock these abilities instead of just I was a human and I can throw fireballs because I trained as a Shaolin monk.
Right.
I said if that's the case, I'm going to the temple immediately. I want the fire.
Yeah. I like the what y'all think about Shao Tsung?
Oh man, he was actually like Shang Tsung was actually pretty dope in this. Just off GP alone, original Shang Tsung, still, but this
he did good. He did good. And once again, the disrespect was real. My man walked in with the full disrespect. I don't care about none of this. I ain't waiting for the damn tournament to start. Said immediately, I ain't waiting for the tournament. Kill them all. Kill them all.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, at one point, he literally told them, kill them all. In the movies, just kill them all. We ain't got time for this. Murder them so we can get this over with.
So, I mean, he did his job as a villain for me.
He did. It was only a little bit. It's only the tip of the iceberg. Like it really wasn't a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just now I will say I'm glad. I don't know if I would have like loved it or liked it the same way had I gone to the theater to see it. I don't know.
I still would have liked it. Look, I've been waiting on it ever since I saw Louis Tan, who played Cole, new character. When he first posted a picture of the actor to play, it was him, Joe who played Sub-Zero, the actor to play Liu Kang, and Shang Tsung together. And it was before anything had been announced. They was just together at a location, looked like they was training. I was like, what movie that is? what movie that is. And then I started looking at Joe's Instagram. I was like, they doing Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
Who are y'all playing? I started investigating. Who are each one of y'all playing? I figured everybody out except for Cole because it made sense. I couldn't figure out who he's playing because it was a character that didn't exist. And I do like the fact that they gave us somebody new. They like this. Let's create a new player, connect the story to him. Hopefully they'll put him in the game because I actually liked the power set that he got when he unlocked his Arcana. I liked it.
Yeah, that was a lot of people's complaints as far as like, like who's they're like, man, I don't know who this is, or but I guess it matters. I guess it does it matter if you are like if somebody that's had no familiarity with the Mortal Kombat universe, would they be able? Do you think they'd be able to sit down and watch it and be like,
you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's easier for people that aren't connected to watch it because they haven't been trained to hate it.
Yeah, and also they gave you enough background in the movie for you to understand what was happening without having to know stuff prior to the movie coming out.
You see, it's like I feel like a lot of the people hating that Cole is the main character and stuff. It's like, look, are y'all really mad at this whole thing about character exclusivity or whatever when the own game gave you Freddy and Jason?
well, yeah,
Rambo is in the game.
Right. Look, the universes, the worlds, and already collided. Just be happy that your actual franchise is on screen and is not embarrassing.
Right. They got RoboCop, Rambo, the Predator. Like, come on, man.
It's a decent movie.
And it doesn't make sense to me for somebody to get mad.
They hatred. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Like we introduced a new character. Why is it new? I don't like it. That's stupid. That's just so dumb to me.
You talk video game movies and stuff. Y'all can always go back to Blood Rain or something, or the Super Mario Brothers movie or something. There's a lot worse than this Mortal Kombat.
Hey, man, why do you always choose violence? We want to talk about Super Mario movie. Why do you always choose violence?
Well, and we're not. Speaking of,
they don't know bad.
Anywho,
speaking of it, real quick, I was just saying that, man, they feel the way they feel about this Mortal Kombat movie. They're doing a Super Mario Bros. Reboot. So, like, if that's how they feel about this, then that reboot doesn't stand a chance.
Listen, wait, you saying reboot for the movie?
Yeah, they're doing.
Oh, anything is better than what they put out.
Well, we're gonna see.
See, I was one of the young people who made the mistake of going to see that movie in the theater. I paid to see that.
Man, no lie, that's just a pain.
Highly upset.
Hey,
I felt like
I wish I knew how y'all felt because I've never seen the movie.
Don't watch it. Actually, watch it to see how terrible it is. It's laughably terrible. It's so bad that it's hilarious.
I ain't got that type of time though.
Yes, you do. The saving grace for the movie is John Leguizamo.
John plays Luigi.
Who plays Luigi Mario? That's also when I found out that their last name was Mario, apparently.
So it's Mario, and
Luigi Mario. Yeah.
And you think that's gonna help me want to watch it?
Yes, it should.
You really think so?
Watch it. It's hilariously bad.
Google how the Goombas look.
Listen here, Dennis Harper, I believe, played King Cooper. King Cooper. I think that was the actor that played King Cooper.
Yeah, I think it was Dennis Hopper.
I have to catch it on a really, really good day.
Oh, wait. And here's the funny part. They had a de-evolution array in it, and they didn't even try to like disguise the weapon as it was just straight up the Super Nintendo. Remember the bazooka gun thing for the Super Nintendo? It literally was just that in the game, in the movie. It was just that.
Wow.
They didn't even make that else. They just gave all of them that.
Wow. and there you have it. There you have it. So Mortal Kombat was decent. It was decent.
I enjoyed it. I might watch it again tonight.
I won't.
The fight scenes were great for me just off of just off of Scorpion to Sub Zero getting down. I watched some fights over and over.
Yeah, I watched it on accident another time, but you know, but it was good. I respect it.
Oh
So
yeah, my respect for certain.
yeah. So we came across another topic um, in regards to what final bosses,
Yeah,
video games.
Yeah, that
yeah.
final boss fight.
Yeah, and IGN had put out their own like personal top 10 list of uh, final boss fights rather, not and it was interesting to see that list. Who they have on that list? I believe what like Sephiroth was on there,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
and I believe there's a game called Wonderland 101 where
Oh,
the boss battle is roughly like 55-60 minutes.
my response still stays the same. The
Well,
NBA Finals is 48. If you can give
48
me
what?
Phil
48,
Jackson brought
48
home,
minutes.
he brought home triple, did it twice.
Wait.
48 minutes each time. If you can't bring home the gold in less than that,
One fight
One
was
fight.
55 minutes. So that means that's probably based off of like a fastest run, 55
I,
minutes.
no, I was on YouTube.
him through the video,
I was
and it's like, yeah, it's your best.
Like at
I,
your best, 55.
I was curious, based on the people that had listed. I was like, let me just because some of them games I wasn't too familiar with, Super Metroid, things like that. But when I saw that, I said, let me just check. Let me go look on YouTube just to see it. And I'm literally looking at the video, and it's like an hour. It's like almost 90 minutes. So I'm sitting here kind of watching it, and like the cutscenes. There's a few cutscenes in there, but throughout the game, the boss turns. He goes from one thing to this thing. It's like he goes from an Optimus Prime looking robot to to a brain. Then the brain and the robot combine. Then he turns into like this big planet.
You are hearing this correctly. I watched the video.
Yeah,
And
and
and each one of them get a new life gauge.
man, look, I'm looking at it, but here's the thing though: the game itself, it looks like a lot of fun. Like from what I hear Platinum Games is behind it, the developers behind it,
Because
and
you know what Platinum games do.
yeah, they make good boss battles and things like that. So I'm like, okay, and I'm looking at the game. I said, the game looks fun, but I don't know if I can get through 55-60 minutes of
That's my point.
fighting somebody.
But see, here's the thing. That's why it's a final boss battle, because after you have played the game for so long and you get there, oh, I'm gonna get this 55 because you have to die. I got to finish it.
Yeah,
I'm be highly irritated, but I have to do it.
yeah. It was like it was like a movie ending. So. But it was just a few games that I saw. I was like, okay, I'm familiar with that. So let's go to our personal favorites of who are our favorite final boss fights.
I word.
So let's start with some honorable mentions.
Ooh, honorable mention. I got one.
Okay.
Boulder from God of War, the most recent God of War.
Yeah, God of War. Okay.
That boss fight. First off, that final boss fight was just insane, just off of the amount of location changes you did, just by knocking each other through mountains, off waterfalls, grab him by the head and rake his head through the trees. It's rock side. This just was an insane fight, especially for Balder at the time to look like a let's say enhanced crackhead. He looked like he was on that the whole game. I was like, this dude is on crack right now.
Question. What is an enhanced crackhead?
We know how crackheads be looking kind of scrawny.
With a butter knife.
No.
This crackhead can fix your transmission with a butter knife.
No. See
okay.
Listen, you know, crackheads be looking kind of scrawny. They looking a little weak. He was a strong crackhead. That's why I say enhanced. He was a strong crackhead. Like he looked like he was on that, but he still had his muscle.
Right. That's a new one. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
And it was one of those. It was a long one, but because of how God of War is and the interaction they have and how they transition within the fight between the actual practical fight and you doing different button mash or sequences in between the fight to get to the next part, it kept you engaged in it. So I enjoyed that one. That's why that's my honorable mention, because I have a fan favorite for later.
Yeah. Balder was cool. He was a little annoying at first. I didn't really like the way that it ended though. Like the fight sequence was cool, but I didn't really like the way it ended.
Yeah, the fight sequence was spectacular. That ending was like, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, this is how we ending God of War? Really?
Okay.
All right. So, but yeah. All right. Okay. I had to go with mine. I got one. Honorable mention. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson Punch Out.
There he is.
And the thing is, though, the reason why he is my honorable mention, because I've never fought him.
Man, look.
I was going to say,
fought him.
Like, argument made about him being the main.
He has to be one of the most difficult fights to get to in video game history. There's so many people that have never finished that game.
Look. I mean, because look, let's go through. You start off with Glass Joe, you know, and then it was Von Kaiser,
right?
You know,
who's next? So
Piston Honda, and then and there was Don Flamenco.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about dude.
And then King Hippo, but like my thing is, by the time I even got to Mr. Sandman, I was tired.
Man, my thumbs hurt.
Mr. Sandman was just, he was tiring. So it's like I have never beaten Mike Tyson.
I swear, Mike Tyson didn't have a set pattern to follow.
And so, yeah, that was the thing. Everybody, like I made it to him, could not beat him. Everybody had a pattern that you could learn.
Right. It was
he would switch up. I don't know. It felt like it was somebody on the other end controlling him and fought different every time.
Yeah. Because it's like Mike Tyson Punch Out, came out on the original Nintendo, and the whole game is about rhythm. You know what I'm saying? It's about just dodging at the right time and punching a certain amount of times. But I mean, like I said, when you get to Mr. Sandman, I couldn't get past him. So let alone not even see Mike Tyson.
Listen here, I made it to Mike Tyson twice. Got my ass whipped both times. It was what I imagined fighting Mike Tyson is like in real life. You're like, you know what? He won. You know why? Because he Mike Tyson.
Look,
I beat him on a rental. We got the game. I actually physically owned the game. Ain't beat them since.
Nothing.
Bro, I own the game. I own the game, and I promise you, after a certain while, I would like go through my games, try to figure out what I want to play, and I would pick it up, and I'd be like, "No, I'm good."
Ain't got time for it.
You know what I'm saying? And I own the game. Like, every other game I played, I played, Ninja Gaiden and Shinobi and Wrath of the Black Ninja and all. Like, I played them, but when I looked at Mike Tyson Punch, I was just like, I don't know if I have time for you today.
That is actually
For the older crowd that's actually watching. Did y'all hear what he said? Just listen. That's very important. He had Shinobi Ninja Gaiden, and he said yes to those.
Yeah.
And no to Mike Tyson.
No, I said no to Mike Tyson, bro.
listen.
Y'all
Mike Tyson.
Gaiden.
Mike Tyson Punch Out might be the only game that I owned in my history as a gamer that I never beat.
That I've owned, yeah.
That hurts a piece of my soul.
So I'm fit to go ahead and say, yeah, I respect this one. This is yeah.
Yes. So Mike Tyson is my honorable mention.
One of the original bullies in video games.
Yeah.
Man. So yeah, I definitely I feel this one.
All right.
My choice for honorable mention, I think people saw it coming, just not as an honorable mention though. Sephiroth. Specifically Kingdom Hearts 1.
Okay.
The one-winged angel himself.
I don't think I actually played this and went through that tournament at the end. And had the pleasure of dealing with Sephiroth. You've grown to hate that one-winged angel title.
Yeah.
Why? Because he has a move called the one-winged angel.
Really?
And this thing takes everything from you.
Wow.
So
you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are. Straight Thanos. Everything from me.
I mean, in one technique, he come through and wreck everything you thought you was doing. You sitting there in the game fighting. This is one of the few first full-on action RPGs. You sitting there, you can slash multiple times, flip around, and do all the stuff that's done in movies and stuff, right? You Prince of Persia with this gigantic key and shit. And he come through the yeah? Uh-huh. You thought you did something, right? One-winged angel, wow, you're dead.
Wait. And the mess up part is that's saying a lot because this is the same person in Final Fantasy VII that essentially hits you with a planet.
Mm-hmm. He has a move on 7 called with actually, supernova.
That's crazy that you said that. That's crazy that you said it because I thought I was thinking of Final Fantasy VII when you said Sephiroth. I didn't even think about Kingdom Hearts. I never played.
Oh no, he's worse than Kingdom Hearts.
Wow,
and that's saying a lot. He's worse than Kingdom Hearts.
That is like how do you? Wow, okay.
He topped himself in Kingdom Hearts.
Damn.
Yeah, it's irritating as people might have thought he was in 7 or whatever.
Nothing compares.
Nothing compares. Nothing compares.
So that's
my honorable mention.
Wow. Okay. Damn. Well, if he's that damn bad, I'm scared to know who your top choice is.
Right, because see that was the thing when he first told me that I was like Sephiroth. Honorable mention? You?
Wow. I don't know. I mean,
like, dang, who beat him?
See now that.
All right, so give us your top choice.
Oh, okay. So there's this game franchise, King of Fighters.
Okay.
If y'all play King of Fighters, I'm specifically talking King of Fighters 2000. The boss on there is called Zero.
Oh well, damn.
He looks quite menacing.
Yeah.
I do remember fighting him also.
Describe this for those who may not be watching. What he looks like.
He is everything you hate rolled into one character. This is a fighting game.
That's a black lion, right? Okay.
You don't fight the lion. This
Oh wow.
That's
you
just
don't-
his, that's just his pet.
yeah.
But that's good to know, I guess.
I mean,
So,
he essentially looks like he should be some kind of Egyptian god at this point.
Okay.
He's a very irritating person.
Okay.
Like, that's it. Now, the thing that really makes me so mad, like, SNK bosses are generally as retarded as you can get. They literally had the idea with the character Rugal to make him the most annoying thing you've ever dealt with.
Rugal was so annoying. I hate him.
Zero comes after Rugal.
Yeah, he's horrible.
Right. Now, this guy, he has his fucking cape. This cape is a weapon. It's not as cool as you think because you thought about Spawn or something. Ain't no glowing in the wind doing none of that. You come through busting out your combo and stuff. He like, you hit me, boom, it just you got cape. It's like half your life is gone.
Yeah.
It wasn't a finishing move, no special, nothing. Just
It actually, it technically is a counter. It's a counter. He uses it like a counter. The way he hits you with it, he actually uses it like a counter. It does, and it literally does chop your life gauge in half with one hit.
you know what I'm saying? And he can just do that as he pleases. You mess around with rhythm.
And it was a combo breaker, wasn't it?
That's what I was getting at. It's like you learn your rhythm and everything. You like, boom. All right, we finna go start wrecking. Boom, boom, boom. All right, you do it like you hit like there's like 6. That's thing. Cape. It's the ultimate annoying thing. And then you have to, after you actually beat this mother, you sit down and realize you ain't even the boss of this organization. When you go through everything you had to deal with from, like, if you play King of Fighters, you were dealing with this criminal organization called Nest and everything. And I think they actually mess with people in Metal Slug too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of the SNK universe is connected.
It's all connected.
Yeah. But like you deal with them and stuff, and he's like upper management. He's not even at the CEO. And then so eventually, in your head, you got to deal with somebody more irritating than that mother.
Wow.
He middle management.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they say fuck you on every level, mind, body, and spirit with that boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was annoying. That's all hell.
Okay. Sounds like I don't want to play it.
It's a fun game.
Yeah.
You sure?
Frank, no. Who I'm picking, Frank? Terry Bogard. I gotta get him. Gotta get Terry Bogard. Terry Bogard. You got a power dunk. Power dunk. he essentially picks you up and dunks you with rage.
And all the characters are like, man, like the characters on the games in the King of Fighters franchise and stuff, Fatal Fury and all of that is like original with some of the best black in fighting games out there. Actually,
Yep.
Like in fighting games, black people either really getting boxing or Muay Thai or capoeira. Fatal Fury said black people take anything. And then they get black wrestlers, kung fu people, just
mix it up. Just okay. All right. What about you, Gotti? What's your selection? Don't get
So
so happy over there. Look at you being excited. Man.
Where we going? You saw the smile. Where we going?
It's from one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time, Devil May Cry. Not DMC, Devil May Cry. There's a difference.
Not KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
There you go. Say the whole thing. But it's actually specifically from Devil May Cry 3, which was a prequel. Virgil.
Yeah.
Virgil was highly entertaining to fight because it was a lead up. You had these confrontations, cutscenes, everything like that leading up to this final confrontation with him. And it was a whole thing of the difference in their abilities. Because Dante is more of a powerhouse than an agile character in fighting style. He's more of a brawler. If you were to give him a fighting style, he's not really trained. He's like learned it as he went. Brawler, he switched back and forth between his guns and his sword. Different devil arms that he unlocks, and then Virgil basically can do everything that he can do, but he's focused on speed, agility, and everybody knows I love a good character with a katana, and his katana just happens to be a demon weapon. And then on top of that, he also has a devil trigger transformation, just like his brother Dante, which greatly enhances all of his abilities. And it just becomes a fun fight because it's basically you just trying to learn his pattern and dodge his incoming attacks. But as the fight goes, he gets faster. So it's adjustments that you have to make to the fight. And then if you played Devil May Cry 3 special edition, you got to play as Virgil.
Yeah.
Made the game it really changed the game because he even had his own story and cutscenes of how he went about fighting the other demons and stuff and getting the other demon weapons as well. But yeah, Virgil is definitely my favorite for a boss battle. Even in Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah.
That final fight with him as Dante and then switching over to fight him as Nero was great.
Honestly, that was Virgil as a character is just a fun fight. It's like, how I don't like that DMC. How I hate that game. And that was a fun fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I refused to play that one.
I honestly sat down and I wanted to make sure my hate wasn't because I liked the other ones so much. Is I wanted to know if I wanted to grade it on its own, actually play it.
What's DMC?
Okay, there is a reboot sort of to the Devil May Cry franchise. Okay. DMC, because me and Gotti, we refuse to call this one Devil May Cry.
It's not Devil May Cry, it's DMC. They called it DMC for a reason, because they knew better.
So you can pick up the games. You can see them listed like Devil May Cry. I think they got the remasters now on the PS4 and all of that, so you ain't got to go looking. Like, you can go on the networks and stuff and see like Devil May Cry 1, like HD or remaster, whatever. Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 4. Then in chronological order, you will see one called DMC.
And then it goes back Devil May Cry 5.
Right.
Because you know why that happened? Because they released DMC and the fan base said, "Stop it. You stop it. Give it back." And then you know what happened? It went right back. It went back to the voice actors, the people that did the motion capture for the game. They went and got the whole staff back. Like, you know what? Run it back. They don't like it. Get rid of it.
So to quickly explain what happened real quick.
And it was Team Ninja that did it.
Right. Having sword in them.
Oh, I remember that game. Okay.
But like, to briefly explain it, Devil May Cry, they it's pretty much like a 2000s bravado of like an 80s action like machismo type of guy. That's Dante. He is that Kurt Russell, that Mel Gibson, and all of that and everything.
He got a little Bruce Campbell mixing there too, because
Right.
he definitely will get me my boomstick and put
Virgil,
that shotgun to your face.
Virgil is he's that villain that was always like one step ahead. Like in Lethal Weapon 4, Virgil would be like that Jet Li. They couldn't really match him.
Yep.
And stuff. So in the DMC, Virgil is pretty much Captain fucking America until you beat the game, and then he's like, "Well, I'm evil now." It's like
almost on a matter of fact, like it's like you getting your mission information from him, everything, and at the end he was like, "And evil."
And there's like nothing telling you this is gonna happen or nothing. It's just, well, whatever. Character attachments and stuff. You don't need none of that. Nothing gotta make sense. Evil.
Story continuity? Ha! What's that?
I just pretty much wanted to make sure my hatred was in the right place, so I played it on my own, and I was right. So that's the difference. Like briefly, it's a lot more wrong with stuff in their thing.
Yeah, and I greatly appreciate you for playing it so that I didn't have to. Because as soon as Frank said he played it already and it was trash, I was like, "Well, I'm gonna touch it because he know how I feel about Devil May Cry. Why would I taint my eyeballs and my brain with that game?" Not doing it.
But yeah,
right.
So five came out. Yeah, I buy that one.
As much as I hate that one, Virgil was still a fun boss fight on that.
So that's the one thing they got right. One. A million things. They got one thing right.
So it's just like whatever he is.
They figured, hey,
why?
That's Devil May Cry.
I guess they feel like you could fail 1,000 times and just it only takes one time to get it right. So I guess they was like, hey, let's get this right.
Yeah, but usually when people do that, it's within different things. It's not in the same instance.
Hey, I'm just saying what they say.
He like what they say. Oh, this one.
I didn't say it.
It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Hey, Capcom, this is one of your most successful franchises. Let's reboot it for no reason.
Let's hire the director that went on record saying they didn't like it.
Right. He was a hater. And they gave him the reign.
It was a money grab then. It sounded like it was a money grab.
It was a failed money grab because people were highly upset and it did not do the sales numbers that they thought it was going to do, which is why they went back to the formula that they were already on and made their money. Sometimes just give the fans never said they wanted something different. So keep giving me what I want. When I tell you this is great, give me another one. I'll buy that one too. Keep doing it.
I guess they say you live, you learn.
Yeah, when Devil May Cry 83 come out, I'm gonna buy it. I don't care how many they are. I'm gonna get it, as long as it don't say DMC in the title. It gotta have the whole word spelled out.
The Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, Devil May Cry and whatever number it is on the back end of it.
Run DMC, not that DMC.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, I definitely support this one though.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess my choice for you know what, it's I'm not gonna say it's fully my favorite, but it's definitely one of the most memorable final boss fights I've had. And I have to give it to Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater.
Okay.
The boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, first of all, how do you pronounce the guy's name? that the creator of the series, Hideo Kojima.
Yeah,
Hideo Kojima.
yeah.
Hideo Kojima. Okay. Man, I gotta give it to him because the Metal Gear Solid series is one dramatic ass series. It is just dramatic.
They draw you in. You know what? We got. You want to hear a story? We got a story for you.
Right. It's over the top, and I guess they do that because there's not really a lot of action in Metal Gear Solid. I noticed it's not a lot of action. It's just kind of a lot of like
It is on my second playthrough.
well, obviously.
Yeah, second playthrough is all about wreaking havoc. We ain't sneaking nothing. I'm killing everybody.
Exactly. I mean, that's on most second playthroughs. But like on the initial playthrough from all these Metal Gear Solid games, you got to really take your time. You know, you got to do all types of things. You know, it's basically a stealth game.
Yeah.
So, but one thing I will say with Metal Gear Solid 3 is that everything, even from the intro music, you know, it took like what 20, 30 minutes to even get to the intro of the game.
When that was like 23 minutes. It was something. It was a full episode of something without commercials.
Yeah.
Like some commercial free. You get around that 22, 23 minute mark.
Like 23 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah. And the thing is, hey, but shout out to old girl that sung that intro. I mean,
hey, she was blowing though. She ankles in it.
She sung her heart out. What was her name? Cynthia Harrell. She sung that song like it was no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, to get to the fight. So the boss is basically she's like a she's a secret agent, and the U.S. sends her to Russia to an attempt to find what they call the philosopher's legacy, which was created by the U.S., Russia, and China, like this made up union of hey, we're gonna come together and put our money together, and we have all the power, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna come together and hide it, and so nobody can know about it. Anyway, so she's basically this agent, and they sent her to Russia in an attempt to find the philosopher's legacy. Uh, but the main protagonist of the game is Naked Snake, and uh, they basically send him to Russia too to find like this scientist and to destroy this machine that I guess the scientists were working on. But all the while, Naked Snake was basically molded by the boss.
Yep.
The boss basically was her was his mentor and everything. So taught him everything he knows. But all the while, not realizing that you know, it's a lot of fishing is going on. So, you know, the boss she has this unit called the Cobra unit, and it's these like 5 things that you come across in the game. And it's literally like things like the pain, the fury,
Yeah.
the end, the fear, and the sorrow. And you have to encounter these, you know, these things at certain parts of the game, and you basically encounter what their name sounds like. You know, I like to find, for example, the sorrow. Bro, that kind of broke me down a little bit. Like you just walking through like this like riverbank, and basically all the people that you had that Naked Snake has killed are like coming at him as ghosts, and you start to realize, oh yeah, that's 1, that's 2, oh that's 4, that's 5, that's 10, and oh hey, that's 20. It keeps coming.
Keep stacking.
And it's like you be like, man, I'm really you trying to you really trying to get to you, huh? Okay, so you know, so basically the final fight involves Naked Snake and the boss. So Naked Snake discovers that the boss like didn't defect the U.S. because like I guess Russia was trying to set up the U.S. to make it seem like they attacked a factory, whatever. So at the end, basically the boss is basically trying to she's trying to die. She's trying to get killed, but she wants Naked Snake to basically use everything that she taught him to kill her. But she's not gonna let it go lightly. She gonna be like, look, I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna shoot you, and we're gonna draw this out. So the whole time you fighting this like this like this little area where you got trees and you got like white like like flowers or bushes or whatever. Like you have to find the right camouflage to hide in the flowers. You gotta fight her head up, with the CDC, not CDC, the CQC, hand-to-hand combat. It's a drawn out boss fight. It is very drawn out. Like
Yeah.
even so much that when you're fighting her, you know what I'm saying, you might get some good hits on and this and that, and the actual intro music creeps in. That's what makes it more dramatic. It's like, wait, so you mean tell me I gotta fight the person that basically raised me? I gotta fight my adoptive mother, pretty much. I gotta kill her, and
she gonna make you kill her.
right, she tells you, I need you to kill me in so many words. You gotta kill me, but I'm not gonna like
Ain't gonna make it easy for you.
You know what I'm saying? I can't go out like that, But it's my favorite boss battle because it's just very, it's dramatic. It's like, it's just all the things that you can just imagine like in a boss fight, where you already kind of anticipate before the fight starts, that you kind of get a little anxious. You be like, oh damn, we here, huh? Okay.
I guess it's time.
So that fight was definitely one of those fights, and I enjoyed it. I feel like that was something that you can just see, and then at the end of that fight, Naked Snakes ends up becoming Big Boss in subsequent games. After Snake Eater, so it's just really to see the transition from the characters and to see how how it all started. In the Metal Gear series, it was really cool. So, but yeah, the final boss fight with the boss. Look, her name is the boss.
The boss.
That's it. The boss. That's it. Like
Bops.
I give it to him because she went out like a boss. She said, I ain't gonna make it easy for you. You gonna have to.
Hey, that was one hell of a fight.
You gonna have to get this work. That's it. So that's my favorite.
I respect it.
Yeah,
that was a good fight. That was a good game in general.
right.
Yeah, Snake Eater was a good game. You had to run around and eat snakes and all types of things to stay alive, survive.
After they showed you how to track and stuff, I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole new. Like, oh, you okay? They're actually teaching you survival skills to make it through this game.
Oh yeah. You can't get too cold.
Like that, hiding your movements and stuff. Like,
Yeah. So
yeah. I rocks with this one. I definitely respect this.
No, yeah, absolutely. Great pick.
thank you very much. Thank you.
You did well. You did well.
You would have made the list if I ain't think it was already on IG's list. So I just personally left it off just to be different.
Hey, look, I went through the list and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I don't really like the other choices, but I respect some of these choices. When I saw the number one, I said, yeah, I remember that one.
A good boss fight is a good boss fight.
Yeah, you have to you got to use. That's the thing. Like you got to use three different methods to fight her. Like you have to use hand to hand combat. You got to like use sniping. You got to like use thermal goggles. And it's like it's just one of those things where you got to go through the motions of trying to figure out how to defeat her, and you can tell that he don't really want to. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't got a choice.
Right.
So
Yeah, that was definitely a. They got that one right.
Yeah.
yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And we're choosing to believe it.
Right.
So yeah, man. So this good choices. I don't know. I think the art of the final boss is you got to really give it to people that do it, the developers that do it right, because like that's basically a lot of games. You got to cap it off. Just
Yeah.
gotta cap everything off. You started from the bottom. Now we here, and you got to make it worth our while. So I give it to them.
Yeah, you
So,
definitely have to make it one of those situations where you feel like it was worth the time you spent to get there.
yeah.
To get to that fight. Like if you got there and it was anticlimactic and it was over quick, you was like, what was that?
Last of Us 2. Yeah.
Give me my fight. Run that fade.
Some of them take too long or something, and you like, what the hell is this? But when you got them ones, it's right there.
Right in the pocket.
Like they pitched it right down in the middle.
Yeah.
It adds to that game.
Yeah, man.
And it adds to the replay value because if it's a good boss fight at the end, I will play it again for that fight.
Yep.
Or I might not because it was too damn good.
You're like, ooh, I'm tired.
Tired.
He feels I'm so tired. I don't ever want to do it again. My thumbs hurt.
Right.
You hear me? 55 minutes.
My thumbs.
Hey, I don't know. We might have to play that game one day just to check it out. Because I mean,
I'm not doing 55-minute boss fight.
hey,
Who is this we?
it was.
Who would that say me?
I'm just saying, like it was intense.
Magnum Games fan.
It was intense though. I give him that. It was intense.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe one day. Tell you what I'm never gonna try. DMC. Ain't never try that.
Yeah. DMC. They knew what it was though. When you say, hey, let's come out and do the same thing, but as DMC. Yep. That's like if Grand Theft Auto came out with GTA. You would know, you'd be like, why you ain't using Grand Theft Auto?
Wait a minute.
Right. This ain't it.
Man,
this ain't it, boss. This ain't it.
All I'm saying is when they told people that game was supposed to be a prequel to Devil May Cry, they got death threats.
Yeah, they did. It was like, first off, we already have a prequel. It's called Devil May Cry 3. That was the prequel. That's the only prequel we respect.
It was like they tried to say that this is a prequel, and now they got Dante looking like dude from Twilight.
Hey, Gangsta's fucking up.
He was looking real Edward Cullen-ish. Like he twinkled in the sunlight.
Hey, gangsters fuck up sometimes. You know?
Let's go through this sort of thing from time to time.
Hey, dude created a game, ain't no gangster or no pimp. He's an idiot. He was a hater. He hated on the franchise, and I'm gonna do it my way. And he bombed. He stood up on that stage in front of that crowd and got booed.
DMC was like a UA Bowl movie in game form.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's okay. You got it right though. Afterward, Devil May Cry 5 said, "Hey, we got to fix this." So
Yeah, they got rid of them and got back to what worked.
yeah,
I didn't even understand. Devil May Cry 4 did so well.
As a franchise, Devil May Cry do good.
Even the one that some of the fans hate on, Devil May Cry 2, it did well.
Yeah, I still like to.
I like all of them except for whatever DMC is. It's just like when that first Justice League movie came out, when they released, not the Snyder cut. I was like, whoever that was, Ben Affleck was playing, I like, but it wasn't Batman.
Like it's certain things that they get right and stuff, and it's like I like that if they gave him a good script, that was like, you know what, he could be a good Batman. This wasn't it.
That wasn't it. Now,
whatever that was, it just wasn't Batman.
Now the Snyder cut, that was Batman. That was Batman.
Right.
Josh Whedon, not Batman. Snyder cut, Batman.
It's certain good stuff like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I like him better as Peter Parker. I didn't like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but hate his Peter Parker.
But not as Peter Parker. And that's why Tom Holland is perfect, because he does both of them well.
Like right in the middle. That's what I'm like. You get these parts where they just right in that middle spot, right in the sweet spot.
Right in the pocket.
And it's like fighting Virgil, fighting the boss. And stuff like it's certain things they just kind of come right in there.
It was perfect, like well executed. I like it. Do it again. More of this, none of that. More of this.
Trial and error. It's all trial and error.
But sometimes it don't need to be trial and error. When you already did your trial and was successful, let's just keep succeeding. No DMC. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. That's one of them when your mama hits your hand. Don't do it again. Get your hand off that. Stop touching shit.
They get it right. They got it right. Well, hey, okay. That's all we got, to really go over this episode, I guess. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. You?
Not today.
Not today.
I'm gonna save it for the next one.
Why always gotta be an evil laugh when you talk about the next thing?
Because I enjoy evil things from time to time.
Hey, don't say that too loud.
I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't saying you gotta be scared of nobody. I'm just saying. I said what I said, and I am who I am.
I guess so. No, I'm fucking with you. But yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting topic. Graphics said he had mentioned Heavenly Sword earlier, right? And he got me thinking.
Entertaining game.
Next episode, we got to talk about the best one-off games.
Oh,
ooh,
yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, just yeah, that's it.
Get the young speed.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Okay, the Buster moves.
That's it. Grand opening, grand closing. That's it.
One time only.
Yeah, one night only.
Okay.
So I think that should be our. We should just get into that on the next topic. Next episode.
I like.
All right, for sure, man. Well, we thank y'all for hanging out with us. Respect My Gamer podcast. I am Elements MC with a Z.
I am Canis 007.
Now Comedic 7.
Yeah, and that's all. Just check us out. Hit us up on Respect My Gamer with a K. Respect with a K. My Gamer. Follow us all over the place. Twitch, IG, Twitter, Facebook. Just don't follow us in person. We don't know who you are.
Definitely
Yeah.
don't follow. Definitely don't follow me in person because that don't go well for people.
Yeah, not in this climate.
You gotta look. This is
Yeah,
Everybody walk around with masks on. You turn around, all you see is eyes. It makes me nervous. I tend to hit people when I get nervous.
it does. It does. It does. So, but yeah, man, check us out on all social media platforms. Let us know how y'all feel about these topics. And yeah, until next time, put some respect on our game. And that's what it is.
Peace.
Peace out.